Hey y'all, I decided to make right away. I've just been on the topic of soulmates all day. By the way, Megan Le Fay, the intuitive actress. I keep saying Megan Le Fay. I'm also Megan Lane. Megan Lane's my real name. Megan Le Fay means the seer, the psychic. It's my business name. So just to clear all that confusion up. Anyway, soulmates have been majorly on my mind this week. So I talked a little bit about what is a soulmate, like my definition of it as an intuitive. Um, Tons of people just having to release all kinds of soulmates this week, letting go of things that just aren't working out, things that are just not going the way you'd like them to romantically. It's very painful. It can happen with friendships too that are soulmates because soulmates come to rattle your cage sometimes, they come to shake you up. True love will do that too. That's the point. Like, true love, soulmates will kind of rattle your cage and make you think differently. Um, I've noticed that there is an understanding between soulmates that happens on the energy level, which is what makes it very difficult because on the surface, soulmates tend to be a little telepathic with one another as well, or energy connected. So they may tell you one thing and you know that it's a lie. And they might not even be aware that they're lying to themselves. That's always very painful, especially when you can see the truth and they can't yet. What can you do about this? Well, you can tell them what you think is true or how you feel, but there's not a whole lot you can do about it because of the free will element. If somebody is not going to be willing to be conscious to see how they're really feeling or be awakened, aware of the connection between you, there's nothing you can do. You may not be crazy about it being there, but you have to release that soulmate at that point. If they're not going to do their work, if they're not going to choose you, which is their choice to make, sorry, that's the tough reality. And believe you me, I've had that go not the way I've wanted it to go before, and I'm grateful that it didn't now because other soulmates will come in. So if you do release somebody who's not getting it, who's not waking up, who's not becoming conscious, what usually happens is it's kind of like I see soulmates like moving trains, like train station. It's like you're at the train station, and if you don't get on one or if they don't get on you, another one's going to come along that'll teach you what you need to learn. That could be bringing in somebody who's better for you, who's wonderful, who's what the other one wasn't able to provide you because they just weren't there or ready for you yet or didn't do the work they needed to recognize what you could be. It could be either bringing something great or if somebody did something wrong or did you wrong, the beautiful thing is the karma part, the karma train. They'll attract in a train wreck right after you or a highly dramatic situation. If you were the good soulmate that was the teacher. So don't worry about revenge or will they be happy or oh, no, they're happy without me or they've moved on. They may be attracting a lesson in disguise. You don't know. So that's not your job. That's the universe's job and you have to just let go and move on and get on your train. So how to do that? This is a whole, I've been wanting to put this up forever because a lot of people have needed this. I wrote a ritual and I've taken elements of what I learned from another psychic and kind of woven them in here. But I call this the bath of love and let go. So boys too, don't have to tell anyone you're doing it if you're embarrassed. So what you do is you take roses or a rose, whatever color you want, whatever color represented the relationship you were in, or some sort of flower petal. Make sure that they're hypoallergenic. Take a bath with the petals. And with each one, you think of a good memory or like something beautiful you learned from that person or something you love about that person. And you'll give yourself one more opportunity or permission to completely emotionally indulge in that relationship. Because you probably have been obsessing if you are about to release a soulmate. Who doesn't? It's okay. So you just think about them and everything beautiful about it and you let yourself go there emotionally. Just soak in it for a little bit. Then you get out. You kind of take the petals off the top and dry them off and think about all the anger and all the disappointment and any other sort of negative emotion or something bad about them you want to think about. And you let that go down the drain with the water. When you unplug, you just watch it go down the drain. It's, I don't need that anymore. I'm clearing that out of my life now. Then you can do it this day or the next day. You take those petals to a bridge or a river with running water, something where it goes away from you. And you put the idea of what you could be ideally, like the ideal relationship with this person that you wanted, or the dream, so to speak, or whatever the highest form of your relationship together could be, you put it in a container in your mind's eye. For me, it's Tupperware. I don't know why. My clients laugh at me because I'm like, it's Tupperware with me, the lid. It could be the Holy Grail. I don't care. Just it's imagination. So you're putting it in this container and just imagining what that life could be for a minute. And then you hand it up, literally put it over your head, hand it up to higher. That can be whatever you work with: God, angels, spirit guides, universe, source, powers that be. I don't care. Whatever you work with, hand it up to them and be like, please hold on to this for me, because it's too heavy to hold on to the hope of what we could be. And what you're doing is you're releasing it without throwing it away or feeling like you're burning it or slashing it or like ruining the possibility that it could come back around. That's usually too painful when you're releasing a soulmate. So, because if they are meant to, if you are going to have something happen with the two of you, it'll happen come hell or high water. There will be no stopping it. So, hand it up and hand it over. Then the next thing you do is you take those petals, remember those, and you throw them to the wind, or throw them in the ocean, or throw them in the river. And I think it's good to say words of release, like, universe, I'm giving this up to you now. And whatever's meant to be will be. Please, if this person belongs in my life, help them realize that and help them come back around and find me when they're ready, or help me to just release them. Either way, I'm releasing it now. Something like that. Just say whatever words feel right to you, in order to release this person that you're trying to let go of energetically too. Because soulmates are so connected that, like I said before, you tend to have an energy relationship, whether you're aware of it or not. Even after you've released them, sometimes you can feel the psychic cords attached. So you may have to do this more than once, or burn a piece of paper or something. Remind yourself to keep releasing them, because sometimes what happens is there's a knee-jerk reaction where when you release their energy, they'll feel the absence of yours, and sometimes you'll hear from them. Sometimes that's the push they needed. That's not why you're doing this. Sometimes it's just a side effect. I'm just saying. Sometimes soulmates do come back together, but they need time and space to grow while they're apart in order to figure out the lessons they needed to learn, or in order for them to really be able to see you. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, it has run its course, and it is time to move on. You don't want to be somebody crazy holding on to a soulmate, even a soulmate who is not ready for you, who doesn't see you, love you, cherish you, who's not reaching out to you on a regular basis and letting you feel safe, secure, and who doesn't let you know that you're wanted. You deserve that. That's what it should look like. So I hope that helped. I know it's a lot, but please post any questions you have below. I'd be happy to answer those about soulmates, about the releasing ritual, about anything. Ritual is just like, I call it prayer with props, because we're physical beings. So sometimes doing something physical helps us to really let something go. And yeah, I'd be happy to answer those questions. And happy Soulmate Day. I'm just making stuff up now.